From the campus of the University of Alabama, live sports. From Alabama's sports team, this is WVUA Sports.
Hello, everybody. I'm Todd Hoyer in for Gary Harris. Well, the University of Alabama made a solid showing in the NCAA's annual release of its academic progress rate data, or what most people know it as, the APR report. The APR measures the eligibility and retention of student athletes and is an indicator of graduation rates. The NCAA can penalize teams with low APR scores. However, the men's and women's golf teams had no problem because they had perfect APR scores of 1,000 for the academic years of 2011 and 2012 and 2012 and 2013, along with the women's tennis team as well, putting up that 1,000 score, while both football and men's basketball finished in the upper 10% of the national rankings for the multi-year. Alabama joined Duke as the only Division I schools to finish in the top 10 in both football and men's basketball this year. How about that? Nick Saban says he was pleased when he heard the results.
I think it's fantastic. You know, we pride ourselves in trying to have a great program where we do a good job of personal development with our players, and the thing that's most important about what our players do while they're at the University of Alabama is graduate from school and develop a career off the field. And, you know, to see that we're one of the however many teams in the country that, you know, have one of the highest APRs, I think that speaks volumes for the commitment that we have to academics and the standard of excellence to help our players have the best opportunity to graduate.
It is the 100th birthday of the late and great man who changed the Green Bay Packers organization forever, and his name is Vincent Thomas Lombardi, or what the sports nation referred to him as, Vince Lombardi. He played an important role in giving the city of Green Bay a second name, Title Town. Each season, players fight for the greatest honor after winning the Super Bowl to claim the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Lombardi led the Packers to 3 straight and 5 total league championships in 7 years, including winning the first 2 Super Bowls following the 1966 and 67 NFL seasons. He was enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1971. Shortstop Tim Anderson, who was drafted 17th overall in the first round by the Chicago White Sox last week, agreed to terms with the organization on Wednesday. Baseball's America's Jim Callis reported that Anderson and the White Sox agreed to a signing bonus of just over $2 million. Anderson played high school baseball and basketball at Hillcrest High School in Tuscaloosa, where he went on to East Central Mississippi Community College and signed with UAB last fall. However, his breakout sophomore season jumped his draft profile. Game 3 between Atlanta and San Diego, already up 1-0. Logan Forsythe singles right back up the middle off of Braves pitcher Paul Maholm with the bases loaded, scoring 2 Padre runners as San Diego led 3-0 after 1 inning. Moving to the top of the 9th with the Braves down only 2 with runners on the corners for Justin Upton, who had already hit a solo home run in the 8th, but Nick Vincent gets Upton looking for strike 3 to end the game. As Atlanta loses 5-3 and were swept in San Diego for the first time since May 19th of 2005, and it was just the second time this season the Braves were swept. They have now lost 5 of 7 games and hope to turn things around beginning with a 3-game series Friday against San Francisco. The 113th edition of golf's second major, the U.S. Open, begins tomorrow, and its defending champion, Webb Simpson, is struggling with his golf game. The 27-year-old has 3 PGA Tour wins, but his last one came back on June 17, 2012, when Simpson captured his only major, the U.S. Open. That day, he shot a 268 in the final round for a final score of 1 over par. It was good enough to win by 1 stroke over former UAB golfer Graham McDowell and former Alabama golfer Michael Thompson. After his practice round at the Marion Golf Club, Simpson sounded a little Saban-esque as he spoke to the media.
I get asked all the time, did it change you as a person? Did it change you as a player? Hopefully, it didn't really change me as a person, but I grew from it. I got a lot of confidence from it. And, you know, I haven't won a tournament since, but I'm always saying all I care about is getting better, and all I care about is my process. And so, you know, there hadn't been a day that went by that I hadn't thought about winning the U.S. Open.
The process. Turning to hockey, 2 of the original 6 NHL teams were facing off in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals from Chicago. The Blackhawks, who won the Stanley Cup in 2010, came back from a 2-goal deficit in the third period to tie the 2011 Stanley Cup champions, the Boston Bruins. Right now, they are playing in the first overtime period, tied at 3. It is also the first time since 1979 that 2 original 6 teams have met in the finals. And Daniel, some sad news to report in the sports world. NASCAR driver Jason Leffler died today after a dirt track car event at Bridgeport Speedway. He was only 37 years old. He was a winner, 2-time winner on the Nationwide Series and pronounced dead shortly after 9 p.m., New Jersey State Police said. He actually, this past Sunday, made his first Sprint Cup start at Pocono in the NASCAR Sprint Cup. And on some other positive news, the Brooklyn Nets hired Jason Kidd as their new head coach.
Jason Kidd, the guy who
job rather quickly, didn't
just retired from playing basketball.
Yeah, he just retired just this past season with the Knicks after 19 years, and they hired him as a coach. No coaching experience.
Well, good luck to him.
Exactly.
All right, appreciate it. We got more to come when we come back. Stay with us.